What's up, YouTube? So before we get started on this video, on first take, Max has officially been voted Hater of the Year by the New England Patriots. Just a little backstory. So for the past couple years, Max Kellerman has been saying that Tom Brady is going to fall off once he hits 40. Max thinks that all quarterbacks, once they hit 40 years old, they fall off a cliff. He thinks Peyton Manning did it. He thinks Favre did it. Just all these quarterbacks are just fall off when they're 40. Well, that is not the case for Mr. Tom Brady, because he's been to 3 Super Bowls in a row and he's won 2 of them. He's been to 9 Super Bowls altogether and won 6 of them altogether. So there's just not too much. Everything Max has said is false. So let's hear him try to backtrack, or let's see which direction he's going to go with after the Patriots have won again. Tom Brady has won again. So let's see what Max has to say.
Are they overplaying the underdog card?
First of all, I'd like to say
that
it's my honor
to
now essentially be, because the following guys are basically on the record crediting me with motivating them. Tom Brady.
Hold up. So, Max, you don't get to sit there and hate on somebody for all these years, and then they win, they prove you wrong, and all of a sudden now you're going to try and flip the script and say, well, see, all my hating and all the garbage I was talking about, you helped motivate you. So really it's because of me that you guys were motivated to do what you wanted to do. You don't get to do that, Max. That's a cop-out. That's even worse than a hater. Why don't you just accept that you were wrong and move on, instead of continuing throwing gasoline on the fire of your haterness? You don't get to backtrack and say, well, see, if it wasn't for me, you guys wouldn't have made it. Let's hear what else Max has to say.
Julian Edelman, who punched me in effigy, basically, during the parade. Obviously, Landon Roberts.
Wait. He punched your face?
Yeah, he grabbed the thing. Landon Roberts.
I need to see.
So for those that don't know, obviously the Patriots have a parade after you win. Most teams have a parade. They drive through the city and everything that goes along with that. And apparently they made a cardboard cutout or a picture of Max Kellerman, and some of the New England Patriots punched it. They punched where Max's face would be on the cardboard cutout. So that's what they're talking about.
Who held up the sign. And also, obviously, Kyle Van Noy. I'm glad I could serve as motivation for this team who, by the way, everyone doubted. Right from the beginning of the season where they opened as Super Bowl favorites, right up through the Super Bowl where they entered the game as the betting favorites. The whole world doubted the Patriots, and it's great to see that scrappy little underdog team overcome the odds. As it is, I was getting concerned for the people of Boston. A lot of concern about them. I was thinking there are 99-day-olds growing up in Boston who'd never seen a championship. 99-day-olds who've never seen a championship, and now it's over. They finally get to return to glory at long last.
No. Don't try and make jokes, Max. Don't try to deflect from the fact that you've been hating on possibly the GOAT quarterback and Tom Brady and the New England Patriots, Bill Belichick, and all those guys that busted their butt in the preseason, during the season, and in the Super Bowl. Don't try and play it off by making little jokes that seem borderline condescending. It doesn't take away from the fact of everything that you said. So let's hear what else Max has to say.
Yes, everyone feels very sorry for the city of Boston.
Didn't you pick the Chargers to come out of the AFC?
I did.
Didn't you?
And that right there is a big mistake. Everybody knows, especially San Diegans know that the Chargers are good to drop the ball. They're good to choke in any type of situation. Phillip Rivers' nickname is Phillip Givers because he's good to give up the ball in crucial moments. So voting for the Chargers is a big no-no.
Pick the Rams to win the Super Bowl.
I certainly did.
So we're not surprised by the hater tag, are we? I mean, didn't you instigate the conversation about Tom Brady and the cliff? Wasn't that you?
Correct.
All right. So,
Hater of the year.
So in other words,
What do you think Hater of the Year is given to you?
You gotta earn it.
So what I'm saying is that it would be justified that they would be getting on you. I mean, they're not overreacting. I mean, I wouldn't say venom because I think it's playful on their part. But at the end of the day, whatever direction they're pointing, whatever you want to call it in, and it appears to be directly at you,
yes,
is it not justified?
Oh, it's all justified. It's justified and more. So the least they've done is have a cutout cardboard thing of Max Kellerman, and the players are punching it during the parade. That's the least of what they could have done to him. That's the least. I mean, if I lived in Boston, I'd be sending this guy hate mail. I'd be sending him hate emails, hate paper mails. I'd be sending him all types of hate vibes. I mean, that's the least that Max Kellerman should get. Those fans should be headhunting. They should be going to his house, picketing outside of Max Kellerman's house. I don't really mean that. That's going too far. But still, that's what type of emotion I would be feeling if I was in Boston. If I was Tom Brady, I mean, I would invite Max to the parade to show him, see, this is what you said we couldn't do. I mean, that the least they did was make a cardboard cutout of Max Kellerman and punched it. I mean, like that movie called Major League. It came out in the 80s with Charlie Sheen, Wesley Snipes. I mean, everybody's in that movie. But they made a cutout of the lady that didn't think the team could win. And for every game that they won, they pulled off a little piece of that cardboard lady, and she turned out she was naked. She wasn't naked all the way, but, it was naked for the movie. But that's the least they could have done to Max. I mean, I would send him hate mail and all. You don't even know what I would do. I know some people, if it was L.A., they would have slashed his tires. They would be picketing outside his work, picketing outside his house. I mean, you don't even know. But let's continue on and see the trouble, the haterness that is Max. And let's continue listening to him try to weasel out of this.
Well, certainly directed at me, it's justified.
It's justified. That's all I'm trying to say.
Yeah,
it's a badge of honor. Don't get me wrong. It's no big deal.
Sure.
But I don't think they're overreacting. I don't think they're overplaying. When you win, as much as they have won, you have to find nuggets of material to serve as a motivational tool for yourself. Shaquille O'Neal has acknowledged that he lied about David Robinson insulting him when he was a kid to motivate him when he went up against David Robinson, the Admiral. Michael Jordan came up with every little thing he could find to motivate him to go after anybody. It was the media, it was a player, it was Jeff Van Gundy, calling the Chicago Big Chief Triangle with.
Now, wait a minute. If you are the GOAT, if you are a big-time winner, if you are a superstar, just the competitive nature in your heart should have you wanting to destroy everybody. I don't need the motivation of somebody saying something about me. I don't need the motivation of people thinking I can't do it. Just the spirit of the game. I want to win the game. I want to beat you so bad that I don't want your kids to think about playing this game on PlayStation, let alone playing this game for real, in real life. That's the competitive nature. That's Mamba mentality. I don't need to play off some haters jumping on me. I don't need to play off, another city of people that don't think I can win. Just me there playing the game is enough for me to want to destroy you. That's Mamba mentality.
With Phil Jackson and them, every little thing. Winners who are accustomed to winning a lot, obviously, find different motivational tactics. In their eyes, Max Kellerman sat up there and said the Cliff and Brady. That was the biggest thing. The Cliff and Brady. You know that at the end of the day, he's going to fall off a cliff. Now, you kept moving the timeline. We won't go there because I don't feel
Never
like
move the
that.
timeline.
Oh, please.
Belichick did a brilliant job of hiding Brady's weaknesses the entire postseason.
That's why.
There you go, Max. You can't help but to hate on New England. You just can't help it. It wouldn't be a good day on the First Take set if Max Kellerman did not hate on Tom Brady, somebody on the New England Patriots organization, Bill Belichick. He'll find something. But let's continue on.
That's why Gettleman punched the nose. The
Can I
with your
see
nose on
the
right.
sign again? Do we have the sign of Max is the clown?
They won in spite of a 25 QBR from their quarterback.
Well,
now look,
when
I
it
will say this.
counted,
Exactly, Stephen A. It doesn't matter what his quarterback rating is. He won the game. He won the damn game. It doesn't have to be pretty. It doesn't have to be absolutely beautiful. He won the game, and that's all that counts. Nobody's going to care in 20 years, well, he did this and that. You know, he didn't have the best of the game. But he still won, though, right? He still won. And that's all that counts. Max, so let's continue on.
This is what I'm responding.
He got it done.
Yeah, he did.
Okay.
He's clutch. And by the way, he's much more, although he's better than Peyton was when Peyton won his last Super Bowl, he's much more like that than he was like Tom Brady last year.
So you don't want to compare Tom Brady with Peyton Manning. For one thing, Peyton Manning, it took him years of choking to get past almost the first round in the playoffs, to even just get to the playoffs. Tom Brady, it probably has more Super Bowl appearances than Peyton Manning has appearances in the playoffs, period. For one thing. Now, I forgot what else I was going to say. Let me get back on here real quick.
I'm saying forget dissecting, but just understand.
Oh, yeah. Like I said, you don't compare Tom Brady to Peyton Manning and the last year that Peyton Manning won a Super Bowl. Because Peyton Manning, he had multiple back surgeries. He had multiple back surgeries, I think, the year before. I think he almost got caught using steroids because his name was on a certain list in Florida, where LeBron likes to take a lot of trips, by the way, but that's going to be another video. And he was caught having chemicals sent to his house, but in his wife's name. So Peyton Manning has his own skeletons in the closet, which of how he came back so quick and so strong from having serious back injury. Tom Brady doesn't have those kind of injuries. And for another thing, Peyton Manning, the year that he went to the Super Bowl the last year, his defense saved him. His defense saved him. That's where you like this. That's why I like to say defense wins championships. Offense wins games. His defense saved him. You can't say that about Tom Brady. Tom Brady is in his third Super Bowl. Has won 2 of them. And he's not done yet. He's not done yet. So don't compare that man to Peyton Manning. And the Mannings are Tom Brady killers. Well, I didn't want to go to Eli Manning, but, you know, that's another story. So let's continue on.
You know why they're coming at you, right? That's all I'm saying.
I would expect nothing less. In fact, what I'm responding to is this what they're trying to project the fans. No one thought we could do it.
No.
The world was against us. They were favored almost every step of the way. I want to be very clear about this. I alone am the hater. It's not just that I am the hater. I deserve the hater of the year.
Yeah.
If they are Batman, at the clown thing, I play Joker to their Batman. There's no one else. It's not the whole world. It is me. Just get that straight.
Can y'all put the camera on me, please? See what I have to work with? Do I have to teach you something yet again? Max, you are the world. That's what they're saying.
Oh, I like that.
I said, so your stomach, you suck it up.
Max
you
knows
said,
that.
no, it was a whole bunch of people. No, Max. No, what I'm saying to you is
it was not a whole
I'm
bunch
saying
of
to you, it was you.
Yes.
Right.
He knows
So
that.
I'm saying, they're saying, you are the world. Enjoy it. Enjoy it.
I just want to be very clear about that.
Yeah, so you enjoy being the hater of the year, Max. But not everybody was voting for New England to make it. Because a lot of people were saying that KC was going to be able to get New England. There's some people were saying that the Chargers could possibly get New England. Max said that. And the New England Patriots didn't start out strongest. Like I said, Josh Gordon had to leave or was cut, whatever, because he had substance abuse problems. Julian Edelman was suspended for using PEDs. So there was a lot of speculation of, and plus, you know, people saying Peyton Manning is 40 years old. They came off a Super Bowl loss the year before. So it wasn't completely a 100% that New England was going to win a Super Bowl or even get back there. So let's not try and play that card either, even though New England most likely was going to do it. But let's get back to what they have to say.
Does it look like I'm not enjoying it?
I don't know. I'm like, what is the matter with you?
Is this one of the biggest honors you've ever received? Hater of the year?
No question. I want to say something else. I should be eventually inducted into the Football Hall of Fame, and I will tell you why. What do they say about Hall of Famers? Can you tell the story of a given era and not mention them? I'm just saying, Canton one day. That's all I'm saying.
Oh, my God. I don't even know where to go from here.
I tried to help him out. Tried,
All right. Well, let's talk football.
All
right, let's talk football.
Be a bit corny, but go ahead.
Let me transition from hater of the year for a second. Who's more likely, in all honesty, to get back to the Super Bowl? Would you go Rams? I know we just saw what a disaster that was, or Patriots?
For me personally,
Patriots. Just say it. It's freaking Patriots.
But if I say the Patriots, it's only because of the conference that they're in.
So Stephen A. Smith is right. The AFC East is weak. What has the Dolphins? I think the New York Jets, and I think I can't remember. But that's not Tom Brady's fault. That's not his fault the division can't keep up with him or it's not competitive. Just like when LeBron was in the East. It's not LeBron's fault that he always got to the Eastern Conference Finals or to the finals because he could run through the East. The East was easy. That's not Tom Brady's fault, for one. And for two, it is kind of cliche to say New England is going to win the Super Bowl again. They're going to go, well, they've been here 3 times in a row. Tom Brady's all-time winningest quarterback with 6 wins. He's been in 9 times altogether. So to say New England's going to go again, you wouldn't be wrong. It just seems so cliche because they always win. So carry on.
I still believe Kansas City is going to the Super Bowl next year.
Yeah.
I still believe Kansas City is going to the Super Bowl next year. I wouldn't be surprised if the Rams were back. I think the Patriots have an easier path to prosperity, so that's the obvious answer. But I'm also of the mindset the Patriots are not going next year. They ain't going to 4 straight Super Bowls. Kansas City's going to put a stop to that next year.
Yeah, that's right. They're not going to 4 straight Super Bowls. Just like you said, they probably won't go to 3 straight Super Bowls or 2 Super Bowls back to back. They said the same thing about Jim Kelly and the Buffalo Bills almost, 20, 25 years ago? They lost all their Super Bowls, but they still went 4 years in a row. But that's another story. Let's hear what else Stephen A. has to say.
Year, whereas with the Rams, there's no definitive opponent within the NFC. I mean, I'm looking at the Saints, but there's no definitive roadblock in the AFC that you can point, in the NFC rather, that you can point to.
Yeah, I think if Gurley is healthy, that's the main thing. If they get cut back, sure, they have a good chance to get back. But the bottom line is, it's not just a conference, it's a division. They have no quarterbacks, no teams opposing them, so this is what will certainly happen next year. Bill Belichick will have 2 weeks to prepare for a home game, which Belichick 2 weeks prepare for a home game against a non-divisional winner?